think I was in a slump longer than that. But I mean, it's just one swing away, and understanding the type of hitter that you are, the type of player that you are, and being realistic with yourself, and sometimes it takes just one swing, and he left the ball over the plate. We were at home. We felt good, and it went over the ballpark. So I think it was a nice way to get the game started. Obviously, I wasn't predicting a homer, but by being up 2-0, I think it kind of settled, gave Eovaldi a nice breathing room, and obviously he just dominated the whole game after that.
The second row on your left, Xander.
Xander, you've been in this building for a lot of great moments. Last year was so different from so many of them with empty seats. I wonder what it felt like to be out there tonight, back in that atmosphere in October and with a full crowd, and it being the way it was.
Yeah, it was packed. It was really full. It was really loud, especially the early innings, especially when the Yankees were hitting in that first inning. It got really loud. I mean, I think it was a huge advantage for us being able to play at home, to be honest with you. So, I mean, anytime you get home field advantage, it benefits the team, especially if they're one of the teams like us that we play better at home.
We'll stay right there with Julian.
Xander, when you guys knocked Garrett Cole out that early in the game, just what are the feelings around the dugout, and how huge is that for you guys?
I mean, obviously, you knocked out their ace. That's the best pitcher they got. I mean, that's the guy they gave all that money to. And he's the ace. But anyone that came out of the bullpen after that, it's not like they're any easier. Everyone coming out of that bullpen is throwing 95 plus. So, I mean, you just got to try to keep the same approach because those guys in the bullpen, they're pretty good also.
And against the right wall, Xander.
Hey, Xander, what was your mindset in that at bat? It looked like you're expecting the changeup. Just kind of what were you thinking in that at bat, and how much do you think that kind of put the Nate at ease, put the team at ease, and set the tone?
I mean, I wasn't particularly looking for a changeup, but I mean, he threw me 3 off-speed pitches. I was kind of looking for an off-speed pitch, some more like a slider, but I guess I was on time for the changeup. It stayed pretty middle. I was lucky he didn't throw me a fastball because he probably would have blown my hands up. But I was looking for something soft. I mean, first 3 pitches were soft. So getting on board, giving us 2 runs right there was huge. And as I said, just gave Eovaldi a nice breathing room. Bullpen did a nice job. The defense was good. The outfield was great. We played a good game all around.
Seat in the third row on your right, Xander.
Hey, Xander, how you doing? Kyle Schwarber just called that the play of the game, the relay that you guys had. How big was that? How much momentum did that give you? How pumped were you guys when you made that?
That was better than a homer. For me personally. I mean, if that run scores, it's 3-2. Stanton's at second base. The whole momentum is on their side. The dugout is getting pumped up. As Judge was out at home, I just saw Stanton pretty mad. I mean, he probably wanted a homer there, but also an RBI, and he didn't get that. So it was like he probably felt like he didn't do much, because that run didn't score. But that changed the game. I really feel like that was one of the biggest moments in that game, regardless of all the homers that we did and all the walks that we took and whatnot. That momentum changed right there big time.
In the third row on your left.
Xander, all season long, it seems like you guys have relished being the underdog. You come in, you're at home tonight against a team that, according to the books, was favored. What about this group relishes the opportunity to come out and prove people wrong?
I mean, you have a lot of guys that have playoff experience, and we have some guys that's being able to experience this for the first time. It's a moment that I think you should enjoy. I came up my first year, and I thought it would have been like this the whole time, and it took a while before I got back to the postseasons after that. So you got to enjoy the moment. This was definitely a really, really tough game, 1 and out. I never played in any game like this, but facing Garrett Cole at home and facing Garrett Cole at Fenway is it's much different.
And up front with Ian.
Xander, how much trust do you guys have in Alex in games like this that he's going to make the right decisions, the lineup before the game and then the bullpen moves during the game, just everything he does this time of year?
I mean, he's done it for a while, in 2018, 2019. He's been able to have success, maybe with all the coaching staff just kind of predicting scenarios and who they're going to bring in if something happens. But I feel like for the most part, all the time that he's been here, throughout the years. He's been really good at that. But man, this was a nice game. It was one that was very nervous. As I said, it's just 1 and out. And it's not like you have another chance tomorrow. They're going home and we're continuing.
The fourth row on your left, Gabe.
Hey, Xander. Alex was saying that, it hasn't looked pretty a lot of times this year for this team, and you guys have struggled at times. And what can a win like this do to maybe, get you guys on a little bit of roll? And do you think there's time to kind of clean that stuff up and really kind of get a little bit further in this postseason?
It can get you on a roll because, as I said, it was just one game. If we played bad, we would have probably been going home. But we played good in a very pressured situation, a situation that was very important. We couldn't make much mistakes, and I would just go on to Tampa and feel like we could play pretty free, because the game is the same important, yes, but I mean we just did something pretty spectacular, to be honest with you, and going over there to Tampa, playing a team that's also in the division. We have some familiarity with those guys, so it's going to be an interesting series. Hopefully we come out on top.
Against the right wall.
Yeah, Xander, what are your thoughts, specifically about playing Tampa and the type of challenge that they present and the type of baseball that you guys have to play? Do you have to raise your level in playing against them?
They're a very clean team, man. To be honest, they score a lot of runs. They might not have the names that some of the other teams have, but they don't make a lot of mistakes, man. If you see that with the pitching staff, or especially defensively, they don't give any extra outs. That's a team that plays best. Like tonight, I felt we played solid all the way around. Especially defensively, we've been really good these last couple of weeks. So if that continues, I feel like that'll make the pitching more at ease.